Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Road to Diamond on Colonist.io 1v1. We've been on quite a skid recently, so today we're really looking to try and turn that around. Immediately here, what I'm seeing is that the brick is all kind of clumped. I think that this is going to be a spot at the end, so this 8-5-10 getting on one of the best wheat already kind of speaks out to me. I think our opponent will probably take the 5-9-10 and the 8-4-3, which would then leave us something like the 6-3-9 going down. So let's go ahead without thinking way too much about it. Or if we go here, I feel like they're going to lock us out with these two spots. So I'm going to trust my gut, which hasn't exactly steered us the best in this series so far. But I'm going to take that 8-5-10. And there's not a plow spot here. Yet, anyways. Our opponent takes 8-4-3 and 10-5-4. I did not expect that. So I'm almost thinking that we're going to take the 6-3-9 and build up to this 8-4-3. And the brick port's up here. But let's do that. And we're playing. Now, our opponent gets a 4 to start. We really need a 10 to roll. We'll block the 9. There's a 6. Our opponent devs already. And to preserve our spot, I think we're going to go ahead and place this road. Our opponent gets a knight. And not too bad. We are going to have to be a little bit mindful to try and keep up with our opponent on devs. But I don't think it's our main priority here. Because we do have faster expansions. Just because our brick and our wood are a bit better. Or wood's the same right now. But once we get over, it should be a little bit better. Now, because we have all the brick, I think I'm going to port down for a wood. We have settle in hand. But we're going to hold because I don't see a good plow for them yet. There's a brick, a sheep, and another wood. So I'm actually tempted to take this spot here. This 4-8-3. Because it might help us to get to a city faster. Or I could take the settle plus a dev. Maybe we'll dev once. We get a knight. So we have knight protection. Let's play the settle and we'll play the road. And we're going to go for this position. The 4s are pretty brutal. Our opponent is going to plow, and they get it. Which is really unfortunate for us. Maybe I could have played that differently to try and disguise what I was doing. But that's okay. If there's anything we've already started to learn in the series, it's that just because you make one mistake doesn't mean that the game is over. It might be worth it to try and get onto this 3-for-1 and force them to go up here. I also like this 6-5-11 and playing into this ore port. And right there, let's block the 10 again. We take an ore. We are at 10 cards. So I am actually liking trying to get down to this 3-for-1 first. The 8 rolls. We haven't got many 5s. That 4 keeps rolling. And they might have a mono, so let's play some mono protection. We'll get a dev card. And a yop is not bad there. But I would love if they could stop rolling a 4. And I think we're just going to take this for the wood and the wheat. Get our 3 for 1. It does leave the 5 super vulnerable. And they do block. A lot of wood. And of course a 7 rolls, but honestly, a 7 here, I'll take the loss of a resource just to get our 5 unblocked. And we're going to block their 10 since it's their only wood. An ore comes in. And they might actually be trying to race for this port. But they go for the brick. I don't know if I agree. Not that I'm in much of a spot to disagree. Let's play 1 road just to keep us under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. The 5 is blocked. We'll go back to the 10, take a wood. Let's grab a sheep since we don't make a ton of sheep. We're going to dev once. A knight's good to keep us unblocked. And a brick roll would be huge here. We don't have it. They have a ton of ore. But now our opponent is going to outproduce us. But I think here we get on this port. We are settled out. Something I've been trying to be a lot more mindful of, especially in recent games. And we have a city. Now the 8, 5, 10 is very clearly the city for us. I think here I'm going to try and slow play because I want to get to this 5, 9, 12, but I don't want to spook them. But alas, we get blocked out. So instead, let's port down and let's battle the devs a little bit. So Knight Protection is going to be really nice for us here. I do have to be kind of careful. Maybe this 9-4 11's fine. There's not a ton of great spots for us to go to now. So it was a bit of a bummer to miss this. And our opponent manages to get to 3-1. So we get another city. I think we're going to city the 6, 5, 11. And I'm looking for one more brick. 4 is not ideal. The 4 is just cooking us. And our opponent goes deep in the devs. I think we have to try and keep up. So we're going to go to the dev deck. A knight is not what we were looking for. But we'll be able to fight army. Let's block their 9 wheat. We'll dev again. They get how much ore? And all these knights are not ideal. I think we found ourselves in another tough position. Now, we are fighting. There's no doubt about that one. We can't do a ton with this hand. But I do need to get them to get less ore, because that 8 is just absolutely killing us. 5 gets blocked. They get a sheep. Can they do anything with it? They buy another dev. So let's go back, block the 9. Not ideal, but we'll grab another dev. And mono is good. I'm not mad at a mono here. This gives us pacing on army. That doesn't give us anything, so we're going to hold. They get 1 wheat. Now they have 3 wood and a wheat. I almost think that we extend down 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've burnt some roads here. It's going to be difficult for them to connect. So I think we're going to build down to get to this open settle spot, and we'll pass. Oh, huge. Huge roll. They have 3 sheep, 3 wheat, and an ore. 3 sheep, 3 wood, and a wheat. And I almost think here, let's dev once and see what we get. We get the second mono. Let's dev again, a knight. And let's dev one more time. We get a victory point. Okay, I don't hate that. Now we're going to try and stall them a little bit here. We block probably the 8 that we're not on. They have 3 sheep. And that slows them down just a little bit. Is it too slow, though? Oh, wait, 2 sheep? Oh, we miscounted. Unfortunate. But we'll dev again. We get a road builder. Not as good. They have 6 wood now. And 3 ore. So let's take all the wood. We counted right that time. And I think here we're actually going to go ahead, go down and grab a city. And let's take the 693. They have a ton of ore. They're back in the dev deck. Oh, 4 is huge for them. We do need to get some open settle spots. So I think we just burn a road builder here. Tough. They got the wheat they needed. Let's block the 9. A brick is fine. A 4 is huge. We're 1 off. So I think we're going to grab a settle. And now we're 1 settle off win. We have almost win in hand. Unless they have win here. And that seals it. GG to our opponent. A really close one today. 95 turns. Let's look at the stats. It's 15 to 12, so they were holding on to one of the VPs. Pretty even dice stats. The 4 overrolled a bit. The 10 and the 11 overrolled a bit, which helped us with the wood. Dev stats, ton of ore in this game. A ton of the knights were drawn. We managed to get both monos, which was really nice, as well as one of the road builders. And that early Yop was a really beneficial early dev pull. With activity stats, we blocked more income simply because we managed to take knight control probably about early to mid-game. And then resource stats, we barely outproduced them, but we were pretty effective in how we did use that. So thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate your support in the series. I'm glad to finally get a win so we can show that we're not terrible at 1v1. And I will, if you have comments on how I played, leave it down below. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. And lastly, go ahead and check the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. But I will see you guys on the next episode.